so tell me, you're a mum of 3?
I've got 3 kids, yeah. 3 little rascals.
And you've got an incredible figure.
Oh, thank you.
So, so how do you keep your figure when you've had 3 kids and you're quite busy? So how do you keep in shape?
I do a lot of running. Go running with mums from school.
Or is that just like on the streets or?
No, we go around Richmond Park, which is just the park just near my house.
Okay.
So we go around there for a bit and sometimes run along the river, which is really nice. Bit of a chat, bit of a run, and then maybe coffee after.
Do you run in the rain?
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love running in the rain, yeah.
Because I like the idea of running, but as soon as it's cold or the weather's bad, I just don't want to be outside. And then the idea of like running for a long time, like in the cold, or if the wind's blowing in your face and it takes your breath away, I just don't like it that much.
I'm cool with it, I quite like it.
Yeah.
It's like, reminds me of being a kid.
Do you wear waterproofs?
Nah, don't bother.
No?
No.
And then do you have like coffee and a cake afterwards to treat yourself?
Definitely. You got to have a bit of a treat at the end of it.
It's the same. So I play squash on a Wednesday morning. And you think, you're getting up and you're doing exercise, and I probably play for about 2 hours. And then right in the middle, we always have coffee and cake. And so you think, well, if I'm coming out to exercise, but then I'm eating probably just as many calories as I'm burning off. So it's
I think
a little counterproductive.
It's about balance. I think it's about balance really,
Yeah.
but as long as you're doing, enough sort of exercise to counteract it. I mean, I wouldn't be eating like 5 pieces of cake a day.
Yeah.
But I think 1 is okay.
I think I had 3 chocolate biscuits at squash yesterday, but we won't talk about that. Okay, do you do anything else?
I swim as well.
Yeah?
I go swimming with my mate as well.
Okay.
So that's nice. We just use the local pool.
Is that near here?
Yeah, it's just around the corner for me.
Is that a public pool or is that a private?
It's a public one. Kingfisher it's called.
Okay, maybe I should come with you.
Yeah, come down. Yeah, get my hat on, my goggles.
You wear a swimming cap?
Yeah. I have to.
Why?
Because you have to in the swimming pool. Yeah, you can't have your hair out.
What, it's a rule?
Yeah, in some of them it is, yeah. You have to like get all your hair in, can't be like coming out of the pool.
But
And
wearing
also
a swim cap just looks so
Oh, it looks
silly.
disgusting, but never mind.
You wear goggles?
Yeah, goggles.
Do you find that you have like the goggle mark the whole day after you've been swimming?
I do hate that, yeah. I'm like, if we go out on a Friday night, I'm like, oh no, because I go on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, I've got a big goggle mark on my face. So, yeah.
Nice. And,
but it's good for you swimming. It's like an all-rounder.
Yeah.
So you go, sort of cardio, but you're like
using the muscles.
Balancing all the muscles, yeah. So I think it's good to do a bit of a mix, not rather than stick with one.
And what's your stroke of choice?
Probably front crawl.
Front crawl?
Yeah, but
do you do it with your head in the water and then breathe, or are you a head out the water the whole time?
Oh my god, no proper swimmer. I used to swim when I was like, I used to swim for Liverpool.
Wow.
And a club called Bridgefield, when I was younger.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
you're full of surprises. I can't. So I have like some issue with my sinuses. I'm not just making excuses for all these exercises I don't do. But when I do swimming with my head in the water and I try and lift my head up at the side, I literally get water up my nose and in my sinuses every time. So I can't properly, I'd have to wear a nose clip, I guess.
Just to breathe in?
I just don't know what happens. I've taken lessons in front crawl and everything, and I can do the motion, I can take the breath, but the water always manages to go into my sinus.
It's really about the breathing when you do it, because when you breathe, it's like a sort of, you breathe in and hold and then breathe out, which is why I can't do scuba diving, because I'm just like, because I go, hold it, and then let it out, whereas in scuba diving, you've got to do the kind of like just normal breathing, having you under the water, so I can't do it. It's just, I can't get
when
that
you're in the
breathing.
water, you just hold your breath automatically.
Yeah.
So when I swim, I am a breaststroke kind of girl. I just like, and I do that. I do go underwater with that as well. I do the proper underwater and then
you don't just have your head out the water.
Yeah. So if I'm straight, it's fine with my breathing. It's just when I turn my head to the side on this front crawl that it goes up my nose. But anyway, or just floating on my back is usually.
That's quite nice. We do that at the end, like a little warm down, just go down. But yeah, I love it. And we just challenge ourselves. We'll do like a length butterfly at the end to see if we can still do it. Yeah.
Wow, I could never butterfly. That is
hard work. That was really good for you. It's like proper like proper exercise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always quite imagined that it would be lovely to, like, if you live in a country where it's warm enough and you do outdoor swimming on a regular basis.
It'd be so nice.
To have a lake in your back garden, just get out of the house, jump in the lake.
Be cold, like invigorating. And...
Well, no, not cold. in my imagination, I have a nice kind of, you know, like a swimming pool kind of temperature. Because I just don't like cold. I'm terrible for cold.
I don't really like cold actually, but cold water, I think when you get in it, it just gives you a bit of a, it makes you feel good, it makes your skin feel good.
Yeah, once you're in it, and it is good for you, especially like if you do like heavy exercise. So I went climbing recently, mountain climbing outdoors.
Wow.
And after a heavy day of like 9 hours of walking, climbing, we got into a cold
like
bath.
A plunge pool.
Yeah, and like stayed in there for 15 minutes, and it was so hard to get in. And we should have just jumped straight in, but we kind of like took our time and like just dunked in slowly. It was so difficult, and it's such an unpleasant experience that I just can't bring myself to do it on a regular basis.
But when you've done it, you feel good though.
Yeah, and it's great for your joints because it takes down the swelling. Well, anyway, so you do swimming and running.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else?
I do some gymnastics as well.
Of course you do.
Yeah, so that's good. Enjoy that. I think that's really good for like sort of toning, and you know, it's not the cardio stuff. Like running is good for getting a burning fat, I think, but the gymnastics and stuff like that is good for toning.
Yeah. Especially like the reason I continued to do gymnastics after my first few weeks was because you go in there and you see these like 8-9-year-old kids coming out with like 8 packs.
I know, ridiculous. My 8-year, well, he's nearly 8. He's got a 6-pack because he's done gymnastics. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that it really does work your core
Proper
strength.
Your core, yeah. I think having a good core is essential. Like
for everything, right?
For everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I also do boot camps as well, like mum's boot camps.
Okay. Not like in the park.
In the park.
Press ups, sit ups,
like, and burpees and things like that.
I hate burpees.
I hate them, but they're really good for you. Burpees and mountain climbs, I think, are the worst.
Yeah, I'd rather just climb the mountains and not do the mountain climbing. Yeah. Okay. So you're quite active then.
Yeah, I do quite a lot, really.
Do you find it hard to fit all that exercise in with your kids?
I think it's really difficult. I think that's the one thing about being a mum and fitting in exercise around it is finding the time. But I think it's important to just have that time for you and the kids. You know, it's important for the kids for you to be healthy.
Yeah.
So I think it's like essential really to just make a little bit of time for yourself and exercise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's social as well. It's not just about like...
Which is good for your health.
Yeah.
Be social.
Make new friends, you know, sort of. Yeah, it's good for everything really.
Well, thank you for having this chat with me.
It's been great, Anna. Nice to see you.
Guys, if you do any exercise, then tell me about it in the comments box below. And if you're not already a subscriber, click subscribe. And if you enjoyed having this cup of tea and a chat with us, then make sure you give it a thumb up and tell me that you want to see more. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.